Welcome back, friends, to another episode of Sky Factory 2.5. Welcome back. So, today, what we're going to be working on is we're going to be working on getting Botania started. First of all, you may see something wrong with the tree farm. It seems to be at a standstill. This is not because electrically it can't keep up, although I actually think that's exactly what it is. If I go in here, yeah, see, it's barely keeping up electrically, so I'd have to probably have a few more furnace generators. But as you can see, the oak wood is completely full, so is the oak wood planks, and this is completely full of oak wood. Right now I currently have it turned off, so it cannot accept any more saplings. And yeah, so right now it's turned off. Later on I will be adding more generators to this. I may even upgrade these to tier 2 generators. But we're going to get started with Botania, which is actually the reason why I came in this direction. I wanted to grab a sapling, not 34, but whatever. So we're going to set up a little platform, a dirt platform. I'm probably going to set it up over here and utilize the tree farm to make power for it. Because we're going to be making a flower farm. That's the first thing I'm going to do in Botania. So first of all, let me... do I have any regular books or leather? I do not. But, book... I know you can craft it like this. So if I don't have leather, all I need is sugar canes. I have a watering can, so it's not strictly necessary that I have all the paper I need. I got, oh, right there, I believe I only need that. How many leathers over here? I just need one. That's all I had. Okay. Let's make a book. Bam. Now you put this, mix with that, and you got Alexica Botania. Now, I don't really, I already know. I'm not a novice at Botania. So, right here, mystical flowers is what we want. But in order to make this, we'll need floral fertilizer, which is just bone meal and powder. And then we could bone meal the flowers to make them too high, and then use, shears to pick up the too high plants, and so on and so forth. But that's not really important. What is important is that, can I just use bone meal? I don't know. I think I may actually need mystical lime petal. Do I have any other mystical petals? Because I need some mystical petals to get started. Yeah, that's floral fertilizer. I'll take that. Let's grab that. Magical fertilizer, don't need that. Let's grab that. Grab that. That. My inventory is full. Anything else? Let's get rid of the carpet for now. It's bricks, gold. Alright. Anything else? Let's grab that. And I need to make a pestle and mortar. And I believe you just make, that's pretty simple to make. It's just a bowl, stick, and a piece of wood, I think. Let's just look it up. There's a mortar and pestle from Pam's. That's not what I want. I want the pestle and mortar. Which, yeah, it's just a plank of wood, a stick, and a bowl. So, easy enough to make. Actually, I probably have some of it here already. Up, right here, a stick. Let's grab a stick. Did I not grab it? Oh, I already have sticks. Got a stick. Do I have any bowls over here already? What you? No, I'll have to grit. I'll have to grit some of that. I went to correct myself and ended up saying the exact same way anyways, so whatever. So let's go over here and get some apples. Ignore those for right now. I said apples, I meant to say plank. One more. There we go. And now I should probably put a crafting station at like everywhere. I have a tendency of placing it on a crafting table when I'm right next to a crafting table. It's kind of annoying, but what can you do, you know? Besides be less of an idiot, I guess that would work, wouldn't it? There we go. Let's go to a different crafting table because I can't be bothered with moving those. Actually, let's go to I need to make a vanilla one, and I'll show you why. Because with the there's a vanilla. See, exactly what I was talking about. With the vanilla crafting table, if you shift and press W and click, you can auto click it up there, and that makes crafting a lot quicker. So 1, 2, bam, bam, bam. Not redstone dummy. See how much quicker that is than instead of dragging and dropping? Alright, let's go ahead and grab a stack of that. And bam, 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 bam. I forgot to turn that, whatever. Alright, let's do this, and sorry about the flashes. I don't know why that is. That's annoying though. Alright. I think that's all I have for right now. Let's go ahead and let's queue those off for the moment. And now let's make a project chest. 1, 2, and okay. So let's go ahead and put a project chest right here. Actually, I'm gonna put it down there so it's easier to connect up to the farm. The reason why I'm putting this so close is because I think I'm going to use autonomous activators and a harvester to make this work. So let's just go ahead and put a project chest right here. This is going to be for Botania. Bam, bam, bam. That should be good. Now, what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to get another harvester made up. For right now, I'll get rid of the rancher. Clear. Oh, I should have put that down there. I'm gonna leave that there. Put the transfer pipes, the redstone. That should be fine for right now. I'm going to need to sift some dirt so I can get grass seeds, because I don't think that these flowers will actually grow out when it's not on grass seeds. So let's see if we can get grass seeds real quick. If not, I'll have to sift some more off cam. So, wow, that was a lot of rocks that you just gave me. The sugarcane seeds, that's very useful. I don't know why I called it keeds. Ignore that. Grass seeds. Okay, good. I got 2 grass seeds. I can get rid of this rest of this junk. I say junk, but it's still very useful. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a cut, and I'm going to put a like a 5x5 or something like that down there, and then I'm going to see what I can do. I'm going to make an autonomous activator and another harvester, and I will be back here in a moment. Alrighty, I'm back. Sorry about the weird noise I just made. So, as you can tell from the piston sound in the background and the fact that this is a vacuum hopper, the harvester did not work. I thought it would, because you can use the harvester to pick up grass that grows, because I've actually had seeds and other things like grass drops clog up an auto tree farm before. So basically what this does is there's floral fertilizer going in here. As you can see, it's filling itself up. And then every 10 seconds, this drops down, harvests them, pushes them towards the vacuum hopper, and it gets sucked up. If you see, like so. See, it works pretty well. Those ones that aren't getting picked up, those do get picked up, just not right away. Like the next couple of cycles, if you watch that black one right there, see how now it's over here? So that works out well. I have all the flowers down here. Basically, you'll have to wait until this runs a little bit to kind of sort itself out. That's a weird way of saying out. Anywho, it'll sort itself out after basically after I'm actually going to try this now. Put it on round robin, like so. That way half of it will go in there and the other half will go in here. I'm going to see if this will keep up now. Although, to be honest, I don't think it particularly matters. That's the only thing that you can actually use it for, and I don't even know what that does. Nutrifier. I assume it has something to do with crops. Anywho, let's go through these crafters. This first crafter crafts yellow, red, green, and light gray into this powder. Then this powder gets stored over here in these 4 better barrels, and then from there it'll pull it out and create floral fertilizer, like so. And right now I have it set to manually add, but what I could do is I could have it. See, the problem with having it to where it would add a bunch of it without manually doing it, if that makes sense, yeah, would be all these slots getting filled up and there being no slots for any floral fertilizer, which is, as you can probably imagine, kind of annoying. So at the moment, I think I'm probably going to just let this get a build up here, and then I will basically create like this right here. I'm gonna see if this can keep up. If it can, brilliant. If it can't, that's unfortunate. Let's see. Not quite. It's going to eventually run out by the looks of it. Alright. So, now the purpose behind this is like, if I were to, open up Botania, I actually chose the flowers that I was getting a lot of really fast. So let's go to Botania and let's look at the yellow mystical flower things. Let's go over here, yellow. There we go. So I need that for, ooh, I can make petal blocks. I didn't know that. Unstable cube. Okay, so I can use yellow to make unstable cubes. A spark can be made with any color. A mana spreader can be made with any color. Engineer goggles. Alright, so apart from petal apothecary, like you see this right here? So let's go back to this right here and let's go to petal apothecary. So I can make day blooms with it, gourmet lilies, or gourmelis, okay. That's basically, it's a flower that eats food for mana. So that's not a big deal. It also requires light gray and red. The tiger's eye. I don't know what that actually uses. Oh, it's a functional flower. Okay, I'll have to figure that out later. The orchid. I believe that creates mana using ores. It's not that big of a deal. The fallen canade. The canade, I don't know. I can't remember what that does. I believe that I can't remember. So it's the Agri Carnation. I have no idea what that does. No idea what that does either. Daffodil. I believe that's like a open black's fan. It, you know, it blows the entities on the ground towards wherever it's pointing. The Metamorphosis. No idea what that does. And the Evolve Orchid. So basically, not a whole lot of stuff that is really particularly useful in my opinion. How about red? The Mana Star. That's very useful just for It lets you know if things are receiving mana, but it's not really necessary. I hardly use it. Dendo Flame's good for early game, but I don't particularly use it. This right here, the Thermal Lily, is my main. It was my main kind of early game mana source because yeah, it's OP. Let's see, the Munchdew, the Entropium, Gormillis. That uses, I believe this uses dyes to profiting off hate. Okay, maybe I was wrong. Bellthorn, no idea what that does. I think that's a kind of like the spikes from extra utilities. And Exoflame, no idea. Let's see, is there any flowers? No, none that I'm particularly wanting to use. We want light blue now, so let's see what this can be used for. Manastar, Daybloom, Bubble, I don't know what that does. No idea what that stuff does, so the other color is light gray. So let's see here. Endoflame, or is that Exoflame? Endoflame, Gormillies, Exoflame, Hopper. Oh, a Hopper Hawk. That's actually really useful. That's basically like a vacuum hopper. And if you give it mana, it has a really big area. So, okay. Some of these I can manually get the flowers for then. So, yeah, the only one that is really useful is the Hopper Hawk and the Thermal Lilies. The flower I want to make is this one right here, the Dandelion. It uses Conway's Game of Life to generate mana, which is, it's a little bit complicated, but you can, with these, if you set it up right, you can fill a mana pool in, like, I think it's 4 uses if you set up a proper Game of Life. 4 uses will fill up a mana pool, which is great, and these don't despawn or anything like that. Pretty OP, if I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. So, let's check this. Oh, it's empty? Yeah, see, I'm gonna have to, turn Round Robin off. And then turn that to a nondescript color. Alright. This will keep up if I don't have Round Robin on. So if I were to actually add a couple more flowers to this, it'd be fine. And I think what I may do is when one of these flowers actually gets full, I will like move the barrel and then put a couple barrels of the other flowers, you know, that way I can swap out the yellow, the light gray, the green, and the red. I got the hiccups right now. I'm doing pretty well at covering up the sound by swallowing right as I hiccup. Okay, just double checking to make sure I'm not going to have to put up speed upgrades in that. I'm not. Now the circuitry. So basically every 10 seconds this timer goes, and this is set to 16 ticks, like so. Bam, stays on for 16 ticks, and then this right here is set to 4 ticks. So 4 ticks after this goes on, this will go on and stay on for 4 ticks after this goes off. And what that does is basically, when these turn off, the pistons retract, which makes the water flow go, and then when this turns on, this torch turns off, which allows this run. Because I have this set to high redstone. That was bad words. High redstone signal, which means I also had to set these to active always. That way, when this gets active, it doesn't turn off this thing right here and get this all clogged up, which I was actually having problems with, by the way. And the purpose behind the circuitry is because it will use flora fertilizer even if there's nothing to use flora fertilizer on. So even when the water's out, it would use flora fertilizer, and also when it's full. And the 10 seconds basically doesn't even give this, it gives it like just enough time to fill up, which turns this off, because basically when the water's flowing, this is off, not using it, and then it doesn't turn back on until the pistons go up and the water disappears. If you watch, see how it's just starts to use it right after the water disappears. So it's really convenient. Now I'm actually going to have to do like so. This is just for a little bit of almost a synchronization. That's the wrong word to use. Consistency, I think, is the word I'm looking for. I don't particularly care if things are symmetrical, as you guys probably know and hate me for. But I want to keep things consistent, if that makes sense. Let me just get out of that kill zone right there. Now this right here, the sink from Pam's Hobbycraft, by the way, it is a Botania user's like best friend. And I say that because it's an infinite water source. So yeah, also it's like the best friend of anyone who plays on Sky Factory, because to make it sink, it's actually really cheap. It's just iron and logs, or you can use copper, bronze, tin. I think you can use steel, but that would be the more expensive route. So like bronze, tin, copper, or iron, you can do this. So make an infinite water source with that. It's fairly cheap. So that's just another way for you guys to get a water source early game, because, you know, as I said, that's fairly cheap. You can actually, without even making a water source like I have over there, you can actually make this. It'll just take a while to get all the iron, because it would rely on killing mobs and stuff. So it's still doable, but it'll just take longer. So that is completed, and I actually had a little bit recorded, but I forgot to turn off my I forgot to turn off my fans in the background. So this is how it sounded like. You heard and my voice is like really quiet, so you couldn't even hear my voice at all. And that's because the fans they overdid my voice, if that makes sense. Not overdid, but they overruled my voice, so you could barely hear me, but you could hear the fans loud as. Well, that's today's project. I'm actually going to see where we're at for time, and if we have enough time, I may get started on making. Darn hiccups. I just ate not too long ago, so I do apologize for the hiccups, but this is what I wanted. I may get started on what? Okay, whatever. I may get started on making a pure daisy. Actually, I want pure daisy. How do I make this again? Gotcha. Alright, so I'll have to make a regular pure daisy, and I don't know if there's, without making an ME system, if I can actually place things in the world, because there's block placer. But as far as I know, these were broken. Maybe it's just that particular server blocked them because they're retarded, or maybe these are, they have an issue with like duplication or whatever. But you know what I could actually do? This is something I haven't tested before. First slot only. Right click. If I place. Oh, good. Okay, that actually answers my question. Because anyways, as I was trying to say, I've had issues with these working on Sky Factor. I don't know if they just don't work in Sky Factor, like they're disabled in the pack because they kind of make things a little cheaty, or if they're part of like a duplication bug, and that's why the servers I've tried it on they don't work on, or whatever. But that doesn't matter. I do know that the autonomous activator does work, so that's kind of not important if these don't work. Now, the reason why I even brought that up is so I can automate making living wood and living rock. The living rock itself isn't going to be that difficult, although I'll have to have a cobblestone generator, creating cobblestone, and then from that cobblestone have it auto smelting. I'll probably make a couple of these. Let's see how it works out. First of all, let me see where we're at for time. I'm probably way past time. Anywho, I'll be back in a minute. As I suspected, guys, we're out of time. So I want to kind of walk through a little plan that I want to do next episode. I want to get the Pure Daisy automated because I actually want to decorate this area with Botania blocks because they're really pretty. If you take a look at Botania, there's living rock, there's living wood, and then there's a bunch of other stuff. There's various, that's blocks, never mind. There's a bunch of other stuff, like there's all these blocks down here, and to make these, apparently they're uncraftable. Interesting. Apparently you can't craft these. Endstone. I know how to make endstone. So there's living rock. There's a bunch of cool stuff down here. Really, like, there's a lot of, oh, yep, see. I can make some of this stuff. But anyways, there's a lot of, various, like, there's things in here, like, andesite, for example. I know you guys are like, ew, gross. But anywho, I'm rambling at the moment. But there's a lot of really cool blocks you can make. So yeah, there's a lot of pretty blocks here. So I think I'm going to use this. I'm also going to use extra utility blocks. So yeah, there's a bunch of different frequencies of stone bricks. Pretty easy to make. Anywho, I'll catch you guys later. Have a good day. If you liked the video, then by all means hit that like rating. Hit that like button. If you disliked the video, then also hit the dislike button. However, if you disliked the video, could you please let me know in the comment section what you dislike about it? Also, in the comment section, give me some ideas. What do you think I should do next? Maybe there's something like, just if there's a project you want to see me do, just post it in the comment section. If you're new to the channel, by all means hit that subscribe button. And why don't you share this video with your friends so they can be a new friend. See you guys later. Have a good day. Bye bye. Really close to my face.